My alarm for 12 a.m. of December 1st that I set all the way on October 31st. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've done it. I have beaten No Nut November, a challenge that I have tried. This is probably like my 5th year or something, and this time I don't know what changed, but I've done it. That is crazy. I can now legally nut. This is crazy. And speaking of the fact that it's December 1st, something came up. I'm gonna record the rest of this video later. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. What is up, guys? Eddie Hates Anime here. YouTuber, musician, kinda, author, not yet, but maybe in a year or two, got some novels in the works. And now also a No Nut November winner. Never have I accomplished something so hard in my life, and now I'm gonna be hard for the rest of my life. Yeah, it's been a little bit over a day since the start of this video when I showed that I officially won on my timer, and it's been a hell of a 24 hours since. So about an hour after that, even though I wasn't in the mood, I decided to do it. The big nut. Which might have been a mistake going in right away, but more on that in a second. All was going well. I was watching some porn or hentai, something related to one of those. I'm not going to reveal what exactly it was. This will be like the big secret in the Eddie Hates Anime lore that people will just have to speculate for the rest of their life. The rest of time. What I ended my NNN streak to. It'll be the big mythos for newbies in the community. They'll be like, so what's the big deal of the Eddie lore? And they'll be like, so, we've been trying to crack the code off of random context clues what Eddie lost his NNN virginity to, and I'll give random hints throughout the years. It'll be fun. But I was watching this video, and I was gonna say, like, it's video or Dojin, but I have to say video because this next part. It was this 18+ video, and I was quite enjoying myself, but also just reveling more in the fact that I could nut, rather than focusing on the actual act of pleasure itself. And overall, the first nut was pretty good, but the video buffered right when it happened. I was way too focused on the fact that the video was pausing with a little buffering circle than the enjoyment of the moment itself. Why, God? Why? I was super focused on two things. One, OMG, the video was buffering, which normally I could deal with. You know, doing it with your imagination isn't impossible. I've done it a lot of times before. But in the middle of already finishing, it is way too late to switch gears. But the other thing that I was just way too focused on to enjoy the main bit was just how much there was. The splooge was never ending. The volcano had erupted. The floodgates had opened. I think I gotta get new blankets, because goddamn, I did not expect that much. So yeah, the initial nut was an L because of me not preparing for possible things to happen. It was goated on one side, like the legs were shaking, the toes were curling, but my mind wasn't in it. And if your mind isn't in it, are you even in it? Just saying, the mind and body gotta be one. And they were not one at this moment. I should have probably waited for a more appropriate time where my mind was more in the mood instead of just rushing it. And it could have been more goated had those interferences on the play not happened. Then I decided like a half hour later to do it again just because I was going to sleep, you know, for old time's sake, doing the little ritual. And it was too soon. It was just another, you know, this slaps that I can do it now rather than a life-changing experience. But I don't know, man. Maybe I'll wait like another week and then try again. A little extension period, because after a month of not doing it, you kind of get used to not doing it, I'm not gonna lie. I used to do it like once every day, sometimes two, rarely ever, maybe like once or twice a year, 3, when I'm really, you know, sometimes you're just really that down bad. But now, I feel like I could go maybe once every 10 to 15 days or so, and just be perfect. So low-key, maybe NNN was a good thing and not torture. Is this character development? Probably not. Because part of me could see me a week from now going ham when I read a pornwa for the first time in a month. If you don't know what pornwas are, they are goated. They're these Korean hentai webcomics. And I don't know what it is about the commonplace in all of their art styles. Because a lot of the art styles in pornwas, even though they're different artists, obviously, they kind of have this similar little bubble they're in. And that shit slaps. Oh my God. If I ever read one of those again, I might break. I specifically avoided those all month. I could not do it. I knew it would be over. So who knows, man. I could either become a saint or become a worse porn addict than I was before. Only time will tell. But now that NNN is over, I wanted to talk about how my month went in general. I made a lot of shorts and TikToks talking about this, so you can check those out if you want more in-depth day-by-day versions, but I'm gonna attempt to tell the month encapsulated in this little paragraph here. First of all, I totally forgot it was happening till like the end of October, so I was like, shit. Did my last nut at around 11 or 11:30, I think, unless I said otherwise in the video. It might have been a little earlier, maybe like 10:30, which is actually really early. Normally I do it like at 11:50, but you know, it was just one of those years, and it was game time. I remember the first week was hell. I was edging so much, bro, and I was still in that mode of, I'll lose anyways, but let's have fun this one week. I think the moment I realized there was no going back, from days 10 to 15, I was like, okay, if I make it over this hump, I can't go back. Day 14, I was like, oh shit. Day 15, I was like, I'm already halfway through this. I can't go back now. But after that bit, besides a few moments where I was just like, God damn, shit was pretty easy. Because realistically, I only do it when I'm bored, or because it was a ritual to help me sleep every night. Almost never did I do it out of necessity. God damn, do I lead a sad life. It's crazy though, because instead of beating it to doujins at night, I just read doujins. I would by muscle memory just open hentai and read whatever's on the popular page. Never in my life have I ever read so much hentai and gotten so much progress in hentai video games? Because normally I'm 5 minutes and done. So like, what the fuck? Insane stories out there, man. I'm so glad I finally got to finish some of them. Another big reason I wanted to do it this year is because I just kept thinking, why waste like 10 days out of every year not nutting and then losing when you could just not nut for 30 days and then never have to participate again? Think about the math. It's so easy. 30 days out of 1 year is a lot better than 7 to 10 days out of even 4 to 10 days every year. Most people will probably fail in those first 4 days, so we'll go from 4 to 10 days every year. Those days add up quick. But to be honest, I'm sure by the time next November rolls around, I'm gonna want to run it back. So this might not be the end of No Nut Eddie, just saying. But yeah, I don't think I have too much else to add. If I do, it'll probably be at the end of the video. Also, now that I think about it, it probably didn't help that I just had this post-NNN anxiety that whole time during the first post-NNN session about the nut being mid, because I was thinking about that way more too than just enjoying my time watching this specific video whilst, you know, doing the shake weight stuff. I was just like, man, I hope it's not mid. I hope it's not mid. I wasn't even enjoying myself. And I don't know if I already said this, but now that I've done it, NNN is genuinely pretty easy. 30 days ain't shit. If you haven't done it yet and you're like, oh, I like, you know, doing this too much, I did too, and I still did it. I just went cold turkey and said, you know, I did it. Just do it. Get your money up, not your funny up. Oh, I should probably add this in here, but no way am I doing Destroy Dick December. I think you could do it for like 7 days, but after that, it's gotta get hard. Not that way, because you won't be able to get hard at that point. 8 times in 1 day is pretty doable, you might be thinking. But after doing it 7 times the day before, and 6 times the day before that, and the last week you would have done it 28 times. And let's say you make it to day 10. No way your dick isn't just broken at that point. Consistently hitting double-digit numbers for the rest of the month cannot be good for you. So no, I will not be consciously participating in Destroy Dick December. I don't think I'll make it past day 2 or 3, to be honest, since I did it twice yesterday on December 1st. 1 over the quota, but I don't think I'm doing it today. It's the second at the time of recording this, and if I do, I doubt it'll be twice, because I haven't done it yet. It's barely past midnight, so the day's barely started, but I don't think I'll do it, I don't know, at all, really, unless tomorrow, even though it's today, unless I'm feeling some type of way. So yeah, I don't, no DDD for me. And even if I do make it past day 2 or 3, no way I'm going that far. Okay, I can't believe I almost left this part out. Never during the entire 30 days did I ever get blue balls, which first off, I don't think I've ever actually had blue balls in my life. I always thought it was like a myth or not a myth, but something that I never experienced, but I knew it was out there because of the sheer amount of people that have mentioned it. Not until I nutted for that first time on December 1st, and then immediately after felt blue ball, like it was sore. How does that happen after? After! That's supposed to happen during. Like during the abstinence period. What the hell is wrong with my body? Why? I never felt sore, you know, fucking jinkers, you know? Like, damn! So yeah, I just wanted to add that because I almost forgot. I don't know how. Thank God I remembered because it's kind of funny. Maybe drop some scientific theories on why that happened in the comments. And yeah. Subscribe if you haven't, like the video, comment whether you participated in No Nut November or not, and if you did participate, how far did you make it in? And I still haven't found anyone else outside of Reddit, who I don't believe at all, that have actually beaten this challenge, so please let me know if you have. It would be nice to find a fellow comrade that survived this war. And yeah, it's Eddie Hates Anime, signing off for now. Got more videos in the works, so be ready, and peace.